Solana may be getting ready to go to the moon with these new developments. Helium Network is seeing huge gains this week, and Injective announces a partnership that could take its price much higher. This is your Altcoin Buzz News. Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Cody, and if you're new here, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to know when I drop latest content. Follow us on Twitter, AltcoinBuzzIO, and as always, this is not financial advice. We wish you the best of luck in your crypto ventures. BlackRock's Spot Bitcoin ETF has notched its biggest day of inflows in over 4 months, with over $523 million entering the fund on Monday. The iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF scooped up over 7,759 Bitcoin on July 22nd, worth just over $523 million at the time of writing. The July 22nd inflows bring the total assets under management for IBIT to 333,000 Bitcoin, worth around $22 billion at current prices. IBIT witnessed its largest single day of inflows on March 18th, when $849 million worth of Bitcoin was added to the fund. The largest inflows to BlackRock's fund came on the same day that the roster of spot ETH ETFs were approved for trading in the United States. Industry analysts expect spot Ether ETFs to generate 10 to 20% of the flows that spot Bitcoin ETFs have generated since they launched in January. 10x research founder Marcus Thielen speculated that there was a solid chance Republican Party nominee Donald Trump could make a surprise announcement that they would make Bitcoin a strategic reserve asset at the upcoming Bitcoin 2024 conference in Nashville, Tennessee on July 25th. CNBC also recently discussed that possibility, saying this.
Do you think that these favorable comments could go so far as to indicate that he'd be open to it being a reserve currency for the U.S.?
Yeah, so there were some rumblings of that on X this week. It could be something that's very difficult to get done, but it is possible. The Justice Department holds about 200,000 units of Bitcoin. So the United States is the largest holder of Bitcoin. And so they could easily just move that over to the Department of Treasury and start right there and have 13 billion worth of Bitcoin on the balance sheet. So it is a possible move. It just could be tough to get done. But what happens is the Justice Department, in holding these units of Bitcoin, they've been a random seller in the space. And so if they move from being a random seller at times, which could push the price of Bitcoin down, over to being a long-term hodler, well, that could be really good for the space and push prices up.
The first U.S. spot Ether ETF is launching today. Grayscale transferred $1 billion worth of Ether to Coinbase on July 22nd, signaling the asset manager's preparation for the launch of the spot Ether ETF in the United States. The large transfer suggests that Grayscale is preceding funds to prepare for the ETF launch. The Coinbase exchange will be the custodian for 8 of the 9 newly approved Ether ETFs. The exchange is already the custodian, powering 10 of the 11 existing spot Bitcoin ETFs. On July 22nd, the United States SEC approved the final S1 registration statements necessary for the ETFs to launch on stock exchanges. The approved Ether ETF issuers include BlackRock, Fidelity, 21 Shares, Bitwise, Franklin Templeton, Vanik, and Invesco Galaxy. Grayscale's Ethereum Trust will be listed on the New York Stock Exchange, while the BlackRock-issued iShares Ethereum Trust will be listed on the Nasdaq. Scott Milker on X shared, "It's hard to expect a good performance from these ETH ETFs to start, but this market tends to do exactly the opposite of what you expect. The rationale is that we see a major sell-off, like we did at the beginning of the Bitcoin ETFs. Why? Not because it's a sell the news event. The reason is Grayscale. When the Bitcoin ETFs launched, GBTC fees were 1.5%, 5x the average competitor. Ridiculous. So we saw billions of dollars in immediate and sustained selling pressure, sending price from $49,000 to below $39,000 before going up to $74,000. Grayscale set their fees for ETH at an astounding 2.5%. Their ETH has $10 billion in assets under management, which you can expect to largely be sold into the market. That's 10x the fees that BlackRock has. ETH is a smaller asset than Bitcoin, so this is a huge amount of potential selling pressure relative to the market. Am I bearish? No. Am I looking to potentially buy ETH much cheaper before demand kicks in? Yes, but it may not happen." Solana price continues its rebound trend after rising over 5.5% in the past 24 hours and reaching $185, its highest level in 2 months on July 22nd. The recent gains take cues from Joe Biden's sudden withdrawals from the United States presidential race, increasing the winning odds of Donald Trump, a pro-crypto candidate. Cryptocurrencies have encountered strict regulations under the Biden administration, with leading exchanges such as Kraken and Coinbase facing lawsuits, as well as blockchain projects like Solana under scrutiny for allegedly conducting illegal security sales. In contrast, Trump has pledged to end what he calls Biden's war on crypto if re-elected. According to 10x research founder Marcus Thielen, Trump's re-election could also mean an early removal of Gary Gensler from his post at the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Gensler is notorious for being anti-crypto, and despite the SEC Chair Gary Gensler's term ending on June 5, 2026, he will most likely resign by January or February of 2025. The changes in the SEC administration may prove to be bullish for Solana, given they could pave the way for a Solana spot ETF in the United States. Rennick Pally, founding partner at crypto venture fund Stratos, said the recent Solana pump is due to the overall market sentiment improving and increasing odds that it and its ecosystem tokens won't be viewed as securities by the Trump administration. The upcoming ETH ETF launch is helping as well. Solana appears to be poised as the next token with an ETF, which, given its relatively small size and strong price performance, would be extremely bullish. Nibiru, a high-performance programmable Layer 1, has recently collaborated with Astrovault, a novel on-chain decentralized cryptocurrency exchange with an automated market-making engine. Owners of Nibiru on-chain accounts will therefore be able to benefit from participation in Astrovault activities. Namely, Nibiru community members will be allowed to generate yield using their various features, enhancing user experiences with seamless transaction processes, and introducing incentives specifically tailored to liquidity providers. Astrovault addresses critical aspects of liquidity monetization within DeFi by employing a distinctive approach with liquidity staking derivatives complemented by liquidity pool mechanisms. By monetizing its liquidity directly, Astrovault facilitates transactions at optimal rates, decreasing dependence on external liquidity sources and ensuring efficient platform operations. This partnership with Nibiru allows users to earn across networks through a unified application, bringing together the strengths of both projects. So check out Nibiru Chain with the link down below. Injective has announced a groundbreaking integration with ONDO Finance. This partnership, which went live today, introduces new opportunities for institutional investors and expands the real-world asset offerings within the ecosystem. The integration brings USDY, an innovative tokenized treasury instrument, to their platform, potentially revolutionizing how traditional financial assets interact with decentralized finance applications. The integration brings several key developments. USDY is now available for use across platforms built on Injective, a move expected to increase capital efficiency within the network. Additionally, tokenized treasury offerings will now be embedded into their decentralized applications, including decentralized exchanges and money market platforms. Injective has also recently unveiled INJ, a staking exchange-traded product developed in collaboration with 21 Shares. This innovative product allows users to gain exposure to INJ through major traditional financial exchange venues and brokerages while simultaneously capturing staking rewards. 21 Shares, a leading issuer of crypto ETPs, brings its extensive experience and strong reputation to this partnership. With a track record of working alongside major crypto projects and introducing innovative financial products, 21 Shares has been instrumental in facilitating greater institutional involvement in the digital asset space. Their recent collaboration with Cathie Wood's ARK Invest on the Bitcoin ETF, which manages over $3 billion in assets, underscores their credibility in the field. This partnership ensures that INJ is supported by a reliable and established entity in the cryptocurrency financial product sector. Helium Network's HNT token has chalked out a market-beating rally amid a growing adoption of the wireless phone service Helium Mobile. HNT's price has surged over 40% to $5 in 7 days, placing it at the number 2 spot on the list of the biggest gainers among the top 100 coins by market value, just behind the meme coin dog with hat. Helium Network is a decentralized blockchain network for the Internet of Things, or IoT, enabling devices to communicate and share data through small devices called hotspots. These hotspots serve as wireless gateways, incentivizing owners with HNT tokens for providing network coverage and verifying connectivity. The phone service published its roadmap progress report on July 12th, revealing a pilot program with major U.S. telecoms to transfer data to the Helium network. The report also announced a licensing program to increase compatibility with third-party hardware manufacturers and open roaming compatibility to broaden data transfer options for hotspot owners. This will enable connectivity for Helium users and subscribers of any service provider that support open roaming. According to Delphi Ventures founder Tom Shaughnessy Jr., Helium is a strong example of blockchain technology solving real-world issues. He wrote on X, their 5G offers better consumer price to retail since reselling home internet offers a cheaper per mobile price versus a mobile plan directly with a carrier. It's a great case study since one's first thought is, well, there's no way Helium can compete with wireless carriers that blanketed the US with 4G and 5G. They have too much capex, coverage, and capacity. The reality is that niches can form. A viral community is able to build a brand and leverage a cost arb to bring down consumer prices and offer it to the world while roaming on existing wireless towers. Also, it's a completely different experience. T-Mobile saw massive uptake of its very simple $4 a month, all taxes and fees included plan, millions and millions of users, over legacy AT&T and Verizon. Helium offers a fresh, new, and exciting experience. I expect very similar dynamics to play out in crypto and AI over the years, as we're in that very same bootstrapping supply, GPUs, talent, and models phase.